the mechanic will never think of it. Cow dung is also a maintenance tool. Hello everyone, and welcome to the bus repair channel. Today is another big maintenance work. Look closely at this thing. It's a drive shaft in a tractor. Can break so tragically. Unscrupulous. This can only happen in Pakistan. After all, they are here. The tractor can tilt its head. After all, heavy goods are often pulled here. This kind of problem is inevitable. What's in the middle? What is the repair process like? Let's follow along with the video. Drag now. This part of the drive axle on the pull machine side has been removed. This is a problem with the left wheel. The tractor is a local Fiat 480 in Pakistan. The official name is New Holland. Don't say, on this side of Pakistan. Although the place is not big, economic conditions are not good either. But their local tractors are different. Big foreign brands. After all, the tractor thing. It doesn't look like a military weapon. Some places can sell it, and some places cannot sell it, as long as you pay for the tractor. Basically, it can be sold anywhere in the world. Repairs go to many places, and they are also very close, near them. Of course, before processing, we also need to take advantage of such a local specialty. The main thing to do here is to heat it with gasoline. This material is very hard, so you need to burn it and anneal it. After finally burning, just like when I was a child, just take it out for him, so the bow and arrow after the suction of the fire. Only then can the lathe be used for secondary processing. Look at the expression of the Pakistani uncle. Why does it feel like a pose? It is estimated that a gesture was made in front of the camera. Then, say start. So take the bow and arrow. Start machining on the window. So the first step in that is to restore the status quo ante. Measure a technical parameter of the hole after obtaining a specific data before continuing the next maintenance. Repair such bows and arrows. The first thought is, to put it bluntly, it needs to be dealt with to increase wealth. First of all, it's broken in two because the fracture is not regular. So you need a car frequency here. In the process of driving back and forth, the bow and arrow will get shorter and shorter, so there needs to be a wealth increase here. But the local gods of Pakistan varies according to individual personality. The specific way of making money is also slightly different. Next, let's look at today's great god. How is the connection made? Regular docking is common to us. That is to say, punch a hole in the middle to make a thread. We see that a lot. This one today is ingenious. Interested, Lautai? You can continue to read down. So the first thing we do is we deal with disk space. At this point, the contact surface has been flattened. So we're going to do the same thing. Also direct drilling. Side of the head with a drill, and continue to expand with a turning tool. Finally, it is enough to get a suitable size. Now the flange is turned over. The next thing you do is on the back. Weld on a fixing frame. After its positioning is completed, start the next operation. Washing knife on lathe. Lathe changed to washing bed. This is not a Pakistani patent, but in Pakistan, it's used a lot. During the washing process, it needs to be cooled all the time. I don't know if they used lotion. I don't think so. After washing one tank, start another tank. The two slots are horizontally opposed. And because of time, it's a very long process. Fast forward for you. Look carefully. Wash and cut. This is what it looks like after that. So far, this section has been processed. Now let's take a closer look at the notch. This shape, much like before, a steering clutch of a walking tractor. Then remove the solder holder. This material is the additional cut that needs to be filled. The next thing to do is to continue the undo process. Making this step is a positive step. It matches the aperture of the previous material. Now undo the other end. Continue to undo outbound. Make it the overall size. It is enough to be consistent with the diameter of the segment shaft. But it's far from over at this point. And here's what's really important. Look carefully to find the overall layout. This time, you need to use the car window as a bed wash. turn the furniture wheel. Let's take a look at a specific cutting path. This is outrageous. Open the damn door. It's just outrageous. It's okay to do this. Finally, after 981 cuts, and we end up with a surface that looks like this. Continue measuring. Take a look at the error. Now, this is crucial. After all, you need to cut the other side later. Turn it over and deal with the other end. In the end, this effect is on both sides. Now, install it together. After doing this, the color and seam are directly knocked in. Made another excellent cooperation. This intensity is absolutely sufficient at this time. But this situation is far from over. On the lathe again. Withdraw another break in the fixed position of welding. Prepare for the next welding. Finally, after 3 or 4 solders, so it becomes a hole. Need to cut off the excess welding slag on the surface. At the same time, make another stage knot. It is convenient to cooperate with the other end. The current situation, how to combine the 2 paragraphs. Then start dealing with this broken shaft. The first thing you do is you cut off the plane. After the plane undo is complete, continue drilling in the middle. Keep increasing the aperture. Measure again with the beam. Can't reach the right aperture. Continue to undo until it finally fits. Do the comparison again. This time it seems to be just right. In the later stage, electric welding is required. Make a break at the contact surface. So this part is processed. Still do a good cooperation at this time. Sledgehammer 80 sprinkles directly down. During the installation process, some friends will probably take this into account, since it's not easy to smash. Can you apply some oil? When I first saw this, actually, I think so too. But in the actual process, this will not work. Later he will slip, I guess, when you haven't set it completely. It is estimated that the master's eyes can threaten you. At this point, both have been completely installed. Need to continue on the lathe. Turn it around and watch how much he jumps. To be honest, Pakistan's old ironwork is also very rigorous. It's very down to earth. After all, it's really not easy to fix this thing once. If it is not completely repaired at once, another counterattack would be more than worth the loss. So it's a one-time fix, as much as possible. The details must be filled up. Finally, after 3 welds, at this moment, even if it is completely welded firmly, what we're doing is we're taking the excess residue off the car's surface, make it a complete cylinder. So far, today, this driveshaft, even if it is completely repaired, although the methods of repair are similar. After all roads lead to Rome. But today this process is also, it really caught our eye. People don't pay attention to details and don't pay attention to axes. The picture part is also given to the car. And then some undo was done on the other parts. Thoroughly remove excess impurities from the surface to expose the original metallic luster of the surface. Finally, let's take a look at the overall effect. It looks really perfect. The above is the old Pakistani iron repair tractor. The real process of driving. That's the end of today's video. Like, comment, favorite forward. You can also long press like to strongly recommend the video. See you next time.